Hello everybody, how are you today? So let's point you down so you're looking more at the project and not at my face. I'll start with this one here. Now, our little Town of Bethlehem one, stencil. There we go. And what I've got here is the colour Storm, which is the background, but I want this to look like a little bit of a silhouette, so it's going to fade into the background. So I'm going to add a bit of white. We'll use some of this birch colour, or there's like the white oak. The birch is a bit whiter, and we'll add that to the blue, add a bit more. Making sure I don't get blue in the white, obviously, because that would not be good. Bethlehem. So there we go. Pop that across over there. So there we've got our silhouetted background. Here's our manger scene, so I'm just going to place that over the top. And let's see, what colour should we do? The stable, a nice brown maybe. We'll do this clay colour. And that. Okay, so this is alchemy, a chalk paint that's in on there. It's a bit tricky doing it in colours, but you can see how that's gone over the top. But while we've got this here, and I'm going to do his staff and his feet. Yes, all these parts I'm going to do in this clay colour. So now that I want to do the stable, we want to do our second layer for the stable. So we just place that right on top. We've got it in exactly the right spot. So we can lift that up now. We've done all of the stable. We've done the first layer and then the second layer. And see how that adds to it. So that's this layer here. So we sit that down into the manger. And there's his manger, looking great. So we put our baby Jesus right there in the manger. And we're going to go over our baby Jesus. And these are so easy to just pounce. Very cute. And then the last little part is this hole here, which is his face. There we go. That'll do. And then we're going to go on with our Mary over here. So let's start with this section here. So we've done that layer of Joseph. And now we just pop this over, and I like this Sienna. We've got Joseph right here, going to add this for his finished, all of Joseph. So there he is. So we're going to put Mary back over here. You can choose all the different colours you like. Like when the white meets the blue, it's like the ocean foam. It's nowhere near the stencil. Now that's a little bit see-through, so let's... but you can create some lovely colours. Look at that. Let's have a look at this star. Where are we going to pop it? I'm going to make it this bright blue, but then I'm going to put a layer of white over the top of it. I don't know. Oh, that's a nice bright star. Let's add some stars to that night sky. Got some odd stars here. You could just do the angels one colour if you wanted to. You can always go over the top of the white. Let's do our one over this side, around about the same spot. And we just do the other here. So there's our Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Beautiful. All right, so let's move on to our side canvases now. So let's do our shepherds now. So cute. So here's our shepherd. So I thought we'd have them going like that, and then we're going to put the palm trees on each side. So let's do that. And I think I will go with that. What colour did I do that with? So we'll put our palm tree on first, because it's going to this one's going to be on this side, the other one on the other canvas. Palm tree branch. So we've got our palm tree there for this scene here. See how this is going to work out? We've got that one on that side. This one's going to go on this side. And there we go. Palm tree done. So go back to our shepherds. And we've got the Lord is my shepherd. See how I could use that whole thing just for one scene, or a little scripture verse kind of thing. And then we'll do a different colour for his coat, his jacket. We've seen. So there's another fun idea for you. So there's our first layer of our shepherd, and then we can go on with our second layer. we just place it over here. I'm not sure if this will turn out like really noticeable on this blue, but we'll see. It might be okay. So there's our shepherd. Yes, that turned out just fine. So I'm going to use a little bit of black, and we'll do a little sheep face black as well. And then we'll do white wool while I'm right here. And we've got the stencil going. And then our second layer is going to be the white of the wool. So there we go. We've put it, lined up those, lining up our legs and our wool. Okay, so now we've got our sheep. Aren't they sweet? We can add our cow and our donkey. So we could add a little, they could be just, you know, walking in the background over here. And we've got some grey for the donkey. Oh, there we go. So imagine that. We could even add another angel to the sky and add that there. But I'm going to move on quickly, as quick as I can. And of course you can add to all of these. I'm not sure if you can see that down that low. Maybe you can. We'll add to that. Now do our wise men. Now, I could just do, you know, like I did with the sheep. And then another camel. Let's make it. And so we've got our 3 camels lined up right there. Look at that. Okay, and so again, laying our etching down exactly where it should be. And now we'll go back and do their blankets. So his blanket is right in that square there. You could just do all different colour blankets. And we've got, maybe I'll just get one wise man on, hey? At least get one guy sitting on a camel so that he can see and head to the stable. So here is our wise man, and he's going to sit. I should probably just dry that off real quick. You have 3 different wise men, so they can all wear 3 different outfits. But for sake of time, so that's that second part. Then our third layer is his headdress. So see his face is there, just missing the headdress. So we add that onto there. And we'll choose a colour. And here's our headdress right here, our headpiece. So there you go. Let me just finish there, and I will add to it later. I probably will have to do this finishing off when we come back. We're only away a couple of days, but it's here. Let me just see. I can just zoom you up there. Sorry, guys. Make sure I've got it in the right, got it in the shot now. So we've got this. So imagine now we've got all the stars, and the we can put more stars up here. We've got extra wise men on there. We can add some more shepherds to our nativity scene, and then you can add it, create sort of like a three panel scenery. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you again next week, and thanks for hanging in there. Bye.